to the U.S. Department of Health and Services, approximately 18 people die every day waiting for a transplant. So in the 2 weeks that I have done my research and the speech, 252 people have died. We need to put into perspective how important it is to become an organ donor. We need to get rid of that psychological idea that it's someone else's problem, because it can easily be us or someone else waiting in that hospital. The first transplant was done in 1954 and was done by Dr. Joseph Murray and Dr. David Hume. What they did was they took a kidney from Ronald Herrick and transplanted it into his identical brother, Richard. Richard, who suffered from kidney disease, would survive 5 more years thanks to his brother's kidney. Since then, transplants have become a whole lot more common, and now candidates are put on a list based on priority. Celebrities, a myth that goes with it is that people think that celebrities will be put higher on the list just because they're more popular, but that's completely untrue. As you can see on this only goes to 2009, but today's current numbers by the HRSA, and that's from June 21st, 2013, they say that there are 79,020 people waiting on the transplant list, and there's only 3,413 people actually registered for being a donor. Now, there are a couple myths that go along with organ transplant, and one of them is open casket funerals. And you can still have an open casket funeral if that's your choice. One of them is, one body can save up to 8 lives with organ transplant. They'll take out your heart, your lungs, your liver, your kidneys, and your pancreas and your intestines. And they also take out your skin and your cornea. As you can see some of the backgrounds here as it moves on. When they take out your skin, your eye, they flip open the little gel that's covering your eye, and then they take out the cornea. So it doesn't look like they gouged your eye out. And it's kind of like the same process as laser eye surgery that they do. So it still looks pretty much the same. Also with skin, they take out skin that's in less sensitive areas. So it's like your back or like behind your legs, so they wouldn't really even see it even at the funeral. Really, the only people that would know that you had had an organ transplant would be the person that was there during the surgery. Now, there are 2 myths that go with doctors, and one of them is that doctors wouldn't be as inclined to save your life just because you were a donor. Doctors have to save your life. That's their #1 priority. If they didn't, that would be malpractice. And they wouldn't even know about you being a donor until after time of death was called. And then they would go through the protocols of contacting family and all that stuff. Now, another one that is kind of common is, what if you weren't really dead? I know I asked Vernon before to make sure that I'm really dead when I do, if I do die. But when I do die, one of the great things about being a donor is that they do extra tests on you to make sure that you're really dead. So then I can get him double checked, but he doesn't have to. He doesn't want to. Another one is age and health. If you're under 18, you have to get a parent consent. But over 18, then you're completely fine. And then above like 50 or so, you can still donate. There's no problem with that. And then there's the health issues. So common health issues like weight issues or just like cholesterol, like common health problems like that is not a problem. But if you have serious ones like an active cancer or HIV or serious infections like Ronald Herrick did, Richard Herrick did, then that is calls for to be like, they wouldn't be able to take your organs, because the recipients would have to are taking immunosuppressants to make sure that that their body doesn't fight that organ. So if you give them HIV or cancer, they're going to die so much quicker than an average, normal, healthy person would. Now, cost. For the cheap ones out there, it's going to cost you $0.00. All the extra tests and the surgeries go straight to the recipient of the organs. So then, yay, free for you. Alright. Now, in conclusion, I hope you've thought about organ donation if you haven't already, or hopefully I've convinced you that it is to consider it. There are a couple ways where you to decide where you can go to become an organ donor. One is through organdonor.gov, and they have a state registry where you can sign up, and they'll even mail you a card in the mail, and you can put that in your wallet. Or the DMV, of course, they have the little checklist. I know most people just go no, 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 because it's in the middle somewhere. But you can say yes there. Or the easiest, I think, or for the lazy ones out there, is just to talk to your family about it. Because they can make that decision when you can't, and it'll help not only you talk about it, but help them maybe convince them if they're a little iffy on that subject. So hopefully I've convinced you enough, and because it could be you or somebody else waiting.